Okay, so in this video we're going to continue doing some unit conversions, but we're going to focus on converting rates. Right? So in the previous video we looked at converting single quantities, but now we're going to look at converting rates, which is going to require converting between usually two different units. All right, so for example, let's say I want to change 60 miles per hour into feet per second. Okay, now the process is going to remain the same, right? So we start off miles per 1 hour, right? Since we do have a unit rate right here. All right, and I want to convert my units into feet per second. All right, now I'll start with the time one. That one is, I think, the most straightforward one here. So I want to change this to seconds, right? So the way I could do that is, if I don't have how many seconds are in an hour, I can start by going, all right, there are per 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. All right, and now notice here, tracking the units, the hours reduce, right? And I'm left with units of minutes, but that's not quite what I want. Right? I want seconds. So I'll do this again one more time. And we have 1 minute per 60 seconds. Okay, and then again here, tracking the units here, the minutes reduce, and we're left with seconds. So I'm done with the units in the denominator, right? I'm left with units of only seconds. So now what comes next is these miles. All right, so looking up in my table, my unit conversion table, I look in the length section, right? And I have a conversion of 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Right, so I want the mile to reduce, so I'll put that in the denominator. So 1 mile per 5,280 feet. Okay, and again here, tracking our units, right? We see here, mile. All right, and now looking at all of my units, what's left, we should only have 1 unit in the numerator, which is feet, and 1 unit in the denominator, which is seconds. All right, now comes time to perform this calculation. Right now you might be, well, how do I do this, right? So one way to approach this is, right, when I look at something like this, I just take, all right, let me just multiply the numerators together. So 60 times 1, 60 times 1 again is 60. Now let's do this. 60 times 5,280. All right, and then not quite done yet. The numbers in the denominator are what I'm dividing by. So I see 60 there twice, so I'll divide by 60 2 times. Oops. Okay, dividing by 62 times. Again, now we get 88. So I get 88, and again, don't forget the units. It's not complete without my units, right? 88 feet per second is what 60 miles per hour is. All right, let's take a look at one more, right? So here, let's say I want to convert 21 miles per gallon to feet per quart. Okay, so now again we have a rate, and I want to convert the units in this rate. So we'll start off again 21 miles per 1 gallon, and I want to get this into feet per quart. Okay, so just kind of building off my for my previous example, let me change the miles to feet. So 5,280 feet per 1 mile. All right, so here that reduces here the miles. So I have the correct units in the numerator, that being feet. So now let's take a look at my denominator, gallon, and I want to change that to quart. So looking at my table, I see that 4 quarts in 1 gallon. So the 1 gallon in the numerator, since I want to reduce that, and the 4 quarts in the denominator. Okay, and then we see here the gallons reduce, and now we have feet per quart, which is exactly what I want. So now when it comes down to the calculation, again here, just take your calculator out. Let's do numerators, 21 times 5,280. And then we divide by 4. Okay, and we get 27,720 feet per quart. All right, and that is how you convert rates. All right.